Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Sierra. This is my third YouTube video that I will be uploading, and today is a story time. So basically, circa back to October of 2022. So I was 13 and I was in 8th grade. Me and my mom did not get along. I love my mom, she's my best friend now. But we didn't get along at the time at all. We were constantly arguing, constantly bitching at each other, we're just so much alike, like, it's really hard sometimes, you know? So anyways, oh my god, guys, this story, bro, get your popcorn, get a bev, like, this story is so fucking crazy. So basically, yeah, she kicks me out. I go and live with my dad, and they live in the same county. Like, they don't live, like, they're not fucking neighbors, but they live pretty close to each other. I would say like 30 minutes away from each other, but in the country, like, 30 minutes really isn't that far, because it's just a bunch of straight roads and a bunch of dirt roads. God, I freaking dislike Elbert County so freaking much, dude. Fuck, I just don't like that county. I spent so much of my life in that county. So anyways, yeah, we're in Elbert County, and I went to go live with my dad and Elizabeth, and him and my uncle were always on fuck shit for whatever fucking reason, dude. Like, that shit, oh my god, like, my uncle was shooting up in the room next to me for years. And there was a bunch of heroin tubes outside our house, stomped in the dirt, or like needle tubes for heroin. And yeah, I should probably put a disclaimer, because this story, it does talk about a lot of sensitive subjects. So yeah, so that just like explains how shitty things were. Like, it was my mom's brother, so they're brother-in-laws, and he moved in with my dad because they were really close. And so like right after my parents divorced when I just turned 11. My birthday's in June. They divorced June of 2020. So my uncle moved in like a few months later. Yeah. And so anyways, yeah, that's just some backstory. And basically, they started printing counterfeit money, and I remember the day that they started, because so basically the house layout was, it was like a duplex, but it was a 1-story. So like 1 story, there was no stairs, and then a bottom story, and that was like our neighbor pretty much. And there was like 50 acres right here. These were our 50 acres, and then his 50 acres were right there, and he had like 70 fucking alpacas on his 50 acres. Like, every time anyone would come to my house, oh my god, your llamas are so cute. Bitch, they're not even mine, but thanks. I had 2 horses, but my dad neglected them really bad. It was really, really sad, to be honest. We don't talk about how I just rhymed, please. That shit's so corny. So, anyways, so, it's October of 2022, and I'm doing all sorts of fuck shit myself, because I was 13, smoking weed, going out with my friends. I had a boyfriend, but I broke up with him, because I'm just like you, like, I hate commitment, what is this? And yeah. So I broke up with him, and it was also, like, because of, like, the counterfeit money, and I just couldn't tell him, and I was just really scared, like, to be honest. I was so scared that, like, I'd get arrested, and they use it everywhere, and no matter how much they just, like, won't own up to that, like, I saw them use it in front of me all the time. I like Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I just had, like, one memory at Chick-fil-A where they were, like, my dad handed them the money, and they're like, oh, like, we need to check if this is real. I'm like, oh my god, my dad's getting arrested, like, I'm so fucked. So I started texting my friends. I'm like, hey, like, I'm really scared, like, my dad printed counterfeit money and he just used it, and I was so scared. I'm all like, this isn't going to be the time he gets arrested or whatever. So they check if it's real, and it is. It is. Yeah, no, it was not. But I guess it passed, like, the marker. Like, it didn't, I don't know. I guess the marker that they use for fake money didn't work on this fake $20 bill. So one of them, my uncle or my dad says this was my uncle. My uncle is just like, yeah, I'll take the blame because I've been in prison so many times, and that's where he's at right now. I love my Uncle Ryan, though, because, like, while I lived with my dad and I was, like, a young teenager, like, I was going through a lot. Like, I had eating disorders. Like, bro, I was so evil. Like, I was so evil when I was in middle school, and oh my, not, like, until the second semester of 8th grade, I was so evil and I was grounded. Literally, oh my god, I got it. Bro, I have so many story times regarding middle school. Okay, sorry, getting off topic. Anyways, so it's November and we do not talk, bro. I was trifling, bro. Like, we do not talk about why I got pulled into the office, because that is old news and I'm not bringing it up on YouTube. It's nothing bad. Like, I just did some really trifling shit and it was just drama. So I'm all like, hey, like, since I'm being so honest, like, I have another thing to be honest about. Like, my dad's printing counterfeit money, they're on drugs, and I'm scared. Like, my living condition is not good, and my mom kicked me out. I have nowhere to go. It was sad. It was really, really fucking sad. So they're like, all right, well, we gotta call the fucking cops. So they call the cops. So the cops show up to my school, and they're all like, all right, we need all this information. Circling back to when one of those two fucking dumbasses used it at the gas station. It's called Murphy's Express in Elizabeth, right next to the Walmart. A lot of people I know that gas station. Anyone from Elizabeth knows that gas station. And this was all over the news, like, oh my goodness, bro. It was all over the news. The YouTube, like, there's a clip of it. Maybe I'll put it in the description on YouTube. Their mugshots were all over the place. Whatever. So, we're getting there. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so they used this money at the Murphys and they started an investigation, but, like, they didn't have a lot of information, so basically I just helped with the investigation. And before you guys were like, you're a snitch, you're a rat, I was 13 years old, basically living an episode from fucking Breaking Bad. Like, why is my phone always dying? But I was literally 13 years old living an episode of fucking Breaking Bad. Like, oh, I love that show, by the way. But, anyways. So, yeah, so that happens, and then they're all like, well, my superintendent took me in for, like, respect. I'm not gonna say their names. The daughter will probably watch this video, and shouts out to you, bitch. I love you so much. Living with you was so much fun. Middle school is rough, but whatever. Basically, I end up living with my superintendent. And because she's the one I told, and she's like, well, like, I can take you in. I'm like, you would? Like, oh my god, they were such angels, bro. Like, they were literally such angels. So there's, like, a few story times in here, I guess. But so I call my dad. I'm like, hey dad, like, there's a basketball game tonight in Kiowa, which was true. Like, that is true. There was a middle school girls basketball game in Kiowa, and I'm like, hey, like, it gets out really late, and, like, I don't want to come home late. Do you mind if I stay the night with Miss Thompson? God damn it. Do you mind if I stay the night with whoever? And he's all like, no. And then and then my superintendent talked to him, and then he was convinced, and he's all like, okay, I love you. And I'm like, I love you too, dad. That was really sad. On some real shit, like, that was so sad. I'm like, I just turned my dad in. It was hard. It was really, really hard. Um, but I got myself out of a bad situation. Like, I've always been able to advocate for myself when I was in bad situations. And it's a lot harder when you're young, like, when you're younger. But anyways, so yeah. I start living with them. I go get my stuff. Okay, so it's a Thursday. It's November 10th. It's a Thursday. And spend the night. It's Friday, November 11th, 2022. 11/11/22. So crazy. And so they pull me out of class and they're like, your dad's been detained. It was really heartbreaking. It was like, oh, like, this shit's real. Like, I've always had a hard time processing things. Not necessarily, like, just information, but, like, life events, like trauma, whatever. Like, I've always, like, grief, I've always had, like, such a delayed processing, like, way of, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I've always just not been able to process things quickly. And maybe because I'm slow, but, like, it just takes a while, like, oh, like, that shit actually happened. And I was also getting high every day. Like, I was 13. Also, like, I have really bad drug-induced psychosis from that. But yeah, I was getting high as fuck every day, and it was just a really, really hard time of my life. Like, that was the only way I knew how to cope, was weed. And because it took me out of where I was. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to feel those emotions, and they were so strong. And I'm beautiful. I'm not, like, hating on myself, but I know my big ass forehead is being clipped right now. Like, I know the wind is just fucking me up so bad right now, but it's okay. So yeah, it's Friday. They pull me out of class. We drive to my house, my dad's house, and they got swatted. Well, swatted is actually, like, the definition of swatted is different from what happened. But SWAT pulled up, detained them, so they were gone by the time I was there. There were so many cops. Like, I've never seen so many cops at a house. Like, even the morning after my friend's party, because there was, like, so many noise complaints, like, there was 3 cops at the house. I've just never seen so many cops at a house, and it was my house. And CBI, the bomb squad, Douglas County, Elbert County, all these, bro, I don't know how to edit YouTube videos yet, or else I would edit this and, like, insert the clips. I'll leave the clip in the description, but it's so fucking crazy. Like, and I lived this, like, oh my god. So there's a few things about this interaction of me going back to my house. So I'm with my superintendent, and we're talking to the guy that's in the news clip. He looks like the guy from Cloudy of the Chance of Meatballs, like the bald one. He looks exactly like him, like identical twin. Like, literally, they look so much alike. So if you watch the video, you'll literally know what I'm talking about. So basically, I go in, I grab my tapestries. I actually gave my Astroworld tapestry to the daughter. She still has it, which I love seeing her mirror pictures and with it in the background. I'm like, yeah, I gave that to you. Like, I love that you still have it. And my mom's, like, really fucking weird. Like, I love my mom, but she was like, oh, Travis Scott, oh, Astroworld. Like, that's literally why I got it, was to rebel against her not liking Travis Scott. And I knew my dad didn't give a fuck. Like, he likes Travis Scott. So Oh, and another thing that a lot of people don't know about me. My parents divorced and got back to this house. Yeah, we all live. The three of us, we all live in that house. So, anyways, they were separated for like 4.5 years. But because in the story they were divorced. So I had 3 dogs. I had Bentley, he was a Great Dane, he was so beautiful. My dog Charlie, and then my dad's dog, Persephone. We called her Seffi. And I'm not sure if they were there, because I think my mom picked them up. Yeah, my mom picked the dogs up. She brought Bentley to a Great Dane rescue, and then my landlord took in the other 2 dogs, Charlie and Seffi. And yeah, so we get there, we're at my house. Sorry, I keep like edging like me being at my house. So I get my tapestries, I get my clothes, and the guy hands me a makeup bag that has my pipe, that has my weed. I have to drop a story time about how I got that pipe, yo. I have to. There's a lot of story, like, people are telling me, like, do more story times. Okay, there's a lot I can't put on YouTube until I'm 18. Stay tuned. I'll film them before I turn 18, and then I'll release them on my 18th birthday. So stay tuned. June 1st, 2027. Yeah. That's when I turn 18. So he hands me this makeup bag full of fucking weed, and he doesn't know it. It doesn't smell that. It's really bad weed. Like, really bad weed. So you can't really smell it. And he's stepping on my cart. And it was a dispo, so it's not like you can tell it's a cart. It just looked like a vape or like a pen, or like, not like an actual pen, but like just like a pen. I don't know. Not like a weed pen, but like just a normal pen. And anyways, so I take both of those things, and then we're just putting my stuff in like laundry baskets and trash bags. So one of the charges my dad gets is child abuse, and it was from how bad I was living, the conditions of the home, and how bad they were. Like, they were bad. Like, I literally lived with 2 grown men that were lazy and drug addicts. Like, it was so bad. And I'm like, I didn't even eat. Like, I was so anorexic, like, trigger warning. Like, I never ate. So why the fuck would I do these grown men's dishes? Like, the fuck? And I didn't. I do the dishes now. I do my chores now, no problem. But anyways. So yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad, and it was really also really sad. And my superintendent, she's just like, I'm so sorry you had to live in this here. And that's when like everything really hit me. I'm like, fuck. And so they didn't go to prison for that. My dad got out like 3 or 5 days later. My uncle stayed in for a few months until he could get bonded out by one of his friends. Oh my god, this eye is so itchy, chat. I don't know what's going on. So that happens. I actually lived with them for 4 weeks, not like a month, 4 weeks, you know. Anyways. So yeah, I live with them. I get caught with weed 3 times while I live with them. So the first time was the makeup bag. They left it on the counter, bro. I'm not stupid. I hate when people treat me like I'm dumb, because I'm not. And so yeah, they just left it on the counter for like a week, 2 weeks. And then she's like, Sierra, like all of a sudden she's like, we need to talk about what's in this makeup bag. Would you like to tell me? I'm like, fuck. So she's like, all right, I need you to write down a statement of where you got everything, and I'm giving it to the cops. I'm like, fine. So I make up some bullshit, you know. I'm not telling her where I got those things, because quite frankly, I don't even know the person I got the pipe from. Stay tuned for that story time, though, because, it was with Zoe. I love Zoe so much. So, anyways. Oh, also, I'm a week sober off the Za. Oh wait, I said that in the last video. A little over a week. But anyways, that's super exciting. So yeah, I get caught with weed The second time, oh, the second time. Okay, so the second time I get caught with weed while I live with her, she was really chill about it at first. So I set the vape detectors off because, you know, I live with the superintendent, so we stayed after school for girls practice. I think because of her daughter, or just because like there like was people in the building, she had to be there. I don't really remember. um and yeah, so we're there and I'm just ripping the fuck out of this dispo, and I get so high that like I forget that there's vape detectors and that I can't just blow clouds of smoke. I blow this fat ass fucking cloud of smoke, dude. Yeah, not one of my smartest moments, guys. So she talks to me after. Do you guys hear that? She talks to me. That's my neighbor's kid. He's really cute. Why are my eyes so itchy, guys? So she talks to me. She's like, "Hey, like, you set the vape detectors off. Like, if you have a vape, like, it's fine. Like, just give it to me. I'll let you hit it, like, under my supervision. Like, I'll let you use your vape, but like, only if you're stressed out. Like, I understand you're going through a lot." She ends up, I'm like, "Oh, like, I threw it away in the dispenser or something." Bro, I was wearing white Nike socks, and I put the cart in my socks upside down, which was the dumbest shit. Like, it just, bro, I keep getting stupider and stupider because the cart leaks in my socks. So after I send her on this wild goose chase, she's like, "Oh, you're high. What was it? Was it Delta 8? I don't know how the fuck she knew that, because it was. And if you know, if like you're a real pothead, you know the difference between normal THC and Delta 8 and Delta 9. And oh my god, no. Don't smoke. Do not smoke Delta or do Delta edibles. That is the dumbest shit you will ever do. It gets you way too high. So, yeah. Yeah. She's like, "Oh, we're calling the cops." The cops get there. I'm freaking out. I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting a minor in possession." They don't give a fuck. They're like, "Oh, she's going through a lot. Like, it's fine." And they're like, "Don't do it again." What is my hair doing? "Oh, your girl did it again." So, I don't know. Oh, I went to work with my mom. And one of her like, in between the second time and but like somewhere in the middle of November, between the 1st of December, I go to work with my mom for some reason. It's because she's taking me to the ER. I steal a cart from one of her clients, and bro, she has so many, like, she probably didn't even notice. Like, there was so many, and I saw my opportunity. I remember it was bright green, like the battery and the tip were bright green, and I'm like, she has a bunch, like, she's fine. I'm so sorry if you can hear the wind, by the way. Hi, baby. Oh my cat. She's like, I just pulled that out of her tail. Hi, baby. Yeah, I steal this green cart from one of her clients, and it's actual THC, guys. Bro, I go upstairs in the middle of the night for whatever fucking reason, okay? And I drop my fucking pen on the stairs. I dropped my pen on the stairs, and so I'm too high, I'm too lazy. I'm like, "Oh, like, it's just my lip gloss." Like, there was tile stairs, okay? Tile stairs. Like, all the floors were tile except for like in the rooms, like they were carpeted. And I don't know how I was so stupid. I just thought it was like my mascara or lip gloss or something. But like, it made the noise of something glass hitting the ground. Like, that noise, like, if you drop something plastic, it's just two different noises. I don't know. So I'm just high as fuck, and I'm stupid. Like, I'm 13. I was just so fucking dumb. So anyways, she wakes me up at 5:30. Every morning I lived with her, she came downstairs and woke me up at 5:30. She's like, get in the shower, Sierra. I'm all like, fuck. You know, because I'm all like, God damn it, this bitch woke me up again. My superintendent's not a bitch. She's a very lovely woman. But, like, this lady woke me up again. God damn it, you know? So, I'm like, I'm looking for the car, dude. I'm searching, and I'm like, I'm talking to her daughter. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking find it. She's all like, uh-oh. So we get to school. I'm sitting in her office before the bell rings. Bro, okay, it was already illegal enough that I had it. She brought it onto school grounds. Which is even more illegal because you can't have that shit on school grounds. I mean, you can, you just can't, like, get caught with it, you know? Not, saying bring a cart to school, because that's a bad idea. Take it from me. Take it from the story. It's a bad idea to bring any illicit drugs into school. Don't do it. So, yeah. She whips it out of her waistband. Like, I can't describe this outfit. But she just whips it out of her waistband. She's like, yep. I called the cops on you. You're going to juvie. I'm like, and I literally had ISS this day for getting caught with weed the second time. And so I'm sitting in this fucking ISS office, bro. I'm like, when the fuck are they gonna take me to juvie? Because it's been hours. I go down there at lunch. And they're like, oh, they're not taking you. Like, there was a murder-suicide in Elizabeth. The town right over there's a murder-suicide. And this town is so small. Like, all the cops got involved. No one was able to take me to juvie, obviously. So because of a dad being fucking psycho, and no, rip those two people, especially the kid, like, that is so sad. That is so heartbreaking. Like, a little angel lost her life. Like, she was so young. There was this child, dude, like, this baby lost her life because of a grown man that had his own issues. And, like, looking back at it, it's just so heartbreaking. Like, because a 5-year-old was killed by her dad, and then the dad killed himself, is the reason I didn't go to juvie. So 3 strikes, I'm out. I get kicked out. I go live with my mom. Me and my mom get really close after this, actually. And I'm not living with my dad for, like, a while. He didn't move in with us for a while. But, yeah. And then I just went back to living my life. But the day after my dad got arrested, I went to a game at my school. Yeah, some basketball game. And I hand them money. I'm name drop. No, I don't care. I'm name dropping. Because fuck you. You're a fucking fan. You follow me on Instagram. Christopher Neville. Okay, I don't care. Oscar Hogan. Bro, they put the bill up to the light to see if it was real and started laughing in my face. Yeah, no, that was fucked up. I hate teenage boys. That shit was so fucked up. But yeah, I'll leave the link in the description so you can watch the news clip, and I'll leave the article. I'll just leave the article, and the news clip is in the article. But that's it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, my lovelies. I wasn't gonna do this video until tomorrow, but I didn't want to go do my homework. So, I'm like, I guess I'll go film a YouTube video. But anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.